Namaste, hello Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Rising signs. So this is your free July reading with me, 2017. I'm going back to the week by week with these ones. So we're going to do some cards as general theme cards for the month of July 2019 for Scorpio. I'm using the Amy Brown Fairy Wisdom deck. With that, you're getting one card from that deck. I'm also using the Secret Language of Color cards deck. And the Zodiac Oracle for your theme cards. Whoa, flying card. Okay. And then I'm going to do the approximate week by week, looking at 4 weeks for July, and I'm going to use the Animal Wisdom Tarot deck, Earth Magic Tarot, and the Oracle of the Mermaids deck for that. So I have my Zodiac deck around here somewhere. Here it is. So we're going to kind of go around in a couple circles here. I'm going to start with the theme cards, and I'm going to just do like a brief read on that, my initial impressions for it, and then we're going to go into Scorpio 2019 July. We're going to go into the week by week, and then we'll go back through the week by week, and I will read out of the booklet a little bit for each of the animal cards, and then we will go back into the theme, and I'll kind of tie it together, and I'll read in full out of the deck, out of the booklet for the mermaid card. It's not as confusing as it sounds, I promise. Alright. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Rising sign for July 2019. We have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Scorpio's Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Rising sign for July 2019. Okay. Say it one more time. Scorpios. Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Rising signs for the month of July 2019. Your cards just want to jump out at me. I'm not even pulling them, they're just flying out. Alright, here we go. How many came out? 2? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so looking at the theme first, from the fairy deck, you have Moon Secrets. Moon Secrets. This is deep. I feel like this is having to do with your element, the element of water, and your connection to your feelings and the rhythms and tides of things. I also think that it has to do with, perhaps for some of you, the night, and kind of the magic of the night. But we'll read it out of the booklet, like I mentioned at the end. You have fiery energy with the Zodiac deck. You have the 5th house, Leo, and that is showing up right side up for you. Yay! Okay, so when the Zodiac cards show up reversed like this, upside down, to me, that indicates a blockage or an imbalance with this energy, but this is showing up right side up for you. And Leo in the 5th house are associated with play, fun, pleasure, children, your inner child, courage, and we have the element of fire itself showing up here. So fire is our energy. It's also the actions that we take and behaviors, behavioral patterns. It's our motivation, our drive, our libido, our energy, inspiration. So that's really beautiful energy. And in July, the sun is in the sign of Leo for a while, and I think Mercury and Venus are gonna, maybe even Mars are gonna be in Leo for some of July as well. So there's gonna be a lot of energy in this 5th house. So it's nice to see it showing up this way and working in harmony. I hope. It looks like it is. You have chocolate, nourish your body and soul. So there's a message and a theme here about nourishing yourself, your soul, your body, taking care of you. Comes in also. Alright, so let's get into the week by week. For the first week of July, you have, I'm going to turn these on their side. You have divination, prophecy, fate, destiny, and future fortune from the Mermaid Oracle. You have bison, ace of fossils, and you have fog veiled. So a few things here. It looks like a time when your intuition may be heightened, and divination might be great and working well for you and in your favor, whether you are doing this on your own, like reading cards on your own, or you're getting readings, or it's not necessarily just cards. It could be many different things, right? It could be, there are all kinds of forms of divination, scrying, and reading tea leaves, and this also could have to do with like signs as well. But I feel like it's working in your favor. Some of you might also be sort of let me look at these other cards for a moment. So we have bison, ace of fossils, new beginnings. Perhaps new beginnings with money, financial situations. This could vary quite a bit from person to person. This could be a new job for some of you, or like a promotion. Could be new ways of looking at money, new investments, new business ideas or hobbyist business ideas where you're making some extra money. It could even be money coming to you from other sources. Really interesting, and you could look up the Ace of Pentacles if you'd like more information on this card. I'm also going to read a little bit of bison out of the book after we go through each of the weeks, so we'll gain a little more information about that too. But I really get good vibes off this card. And future fortune. So I think some of you, it might be about saving or investing your money for the future. You're starting to generate money for the future, and it looks good. There's an element of destiny and fate in play. Okay. We also have fog veiled. So even though we have this divination card suggesting prophecy, suggesting seeing into the future to a certain extent and becoming more aware of one's destiny and what fate is, we also have fog veiled, indicating that we don't have the full truth, or we don't have all of the information, right? Something is veiled. We're not seeing things in the clearest light in this first week either. Not everything, okay? So there's something still to be revealed, or something that is kind of veiled from our awareness. Alright, let's look at the second week. In the second week, you have stone people, vigilance. You have endurance, keep going. And you have the nine of shells, salmon. So I feel like some of you kind of move to the beat of your own drum, and that's being reflected in the second week. You're moving to the beat of your own drum. And you may be like paving your own path, whether it's in career or spiritually, whatever it is, your life's journey. So there's an element here, whether that's the case for you or not, there's an element here about being vigilant, staying the course, taking good care of yourself. Oh, I wish I had my drink. Where did my drink go? My throat is raspy as heck. It's weird because I've been drinking quite a bit of juice and stuff today. Sorry, Scorpios. So it's like this energy of pacing yourself, so that you can go the distance. It's like the marathon, running, performing in a marathon, and making it to the end, to the finish line, versus doing a quick sprint. So you don't want to go full pace, full throttle with things. You want to balance it out and pace yourself properly. We have that nourish your body and soul card, taking good care of yourself and keeping things in balance, but also, coming back to what you're working on and keeping up the persistence is going to serve you well. Keep going. Stone people, vigilance, being vigilant, but I'm going to actually open the book for this. I'm going to do that right now, because the stone people one, I always forget, like, part of the important message with this. Stone people. Okay. It says remain vigilant at this time, but not out of fear. Vigilance simply means opening up your mind and senses to information as it is presented to you, through your eyes, ears, physical sensations, and detached thoughts. It is especially true in two main areas. First, follow any gut feelings that tell you to be wary about someone or something. Second, pay close attention to an important opportunity that presents itself, one that may enhance your life and the lives of others. Maintain your vigilance of the clues around you and inside of you. Assess what is emanating from your body, and then sort out any conditioned responses from what is purely instinctual. Examine the situation with heart, intuition, and mind in harmony, for this is how vigilance serves you. Detach, take a breath, and stand tall in your stature. Alright, so we'll get more into that when we get into Salmon. 9 of Shells. We'll get more into that week. Let's look at week 3. You have dream time, creation. You have the present, gift, treasure, revelation of own value, and nowness. This is about being mindful, being in the present moment, and appreciating the present moment. And you have Fox, seer of branches. So this is the, I forget if this is the page or the knight of wands in traditional tarot. But once again, we'll read more about that. Creative energy. Very creative energy. Perhaps clever as well, but I feel like it's happening in a positive way rather than a manipulative, sort of not so positive way. It's happening in a positive way. Alright. Week 4, you have rain, purification. The magic of, I can't even pronounce this. Okay, this is my guess. The magic of the Kohelian Druth. Caution, secrecy, and wary. So I may be wrong. There may be some sort of trickery or manipulation showing up with Fox. I'm not sure. Like I said, we're going to get a little deeper here in a moment. And then you have the beautiful sea lion, Seven of Shells, and this is a beautiful energy. So this would be the Seven of Cups in traditional tarot. This is a gentle energy. We'll read about it in a little bit. I feel like if there is any sort of negativity, like trickery, manipulation going on around you, or that you're involved in, you're being very intelligent about it, and you're handling it and removing it quickly. You're being a little bit cautious, a little bit wary, protecting yourself, but you're keeping your vibration high, and you're rinsing it right off of you. Okay, and that might not be what's going on for some of you. It may be a different situation here. We have sort of a Cancerian type energy here, and then we have this purification energy, very much water element energies here, and you are a water sign, so it's you being in your element. And I think that it might be a week for some of you where you're pulling in, and it could be a week, where there's a significant amount of balance here, because we do have that sea lion card too. But you're, kind of reflecting on things, being cautious rather than jumping headfirst into anything, and you're kind of purifying, rinsing away some of the confusion or mental chatter or distractions so that you can make some sort of decision. All right, let's take a look at these animal wisdom cards and see how they further clarify things. Let me look in the booklet for them. So we're starting off with the first week, Ace of Fossils or Ace of Pentacles. Okay, themes with this card are abundance, strength, spirit, gratitude, and love of earth. The underlying message is discover what you really want. Discover what you really want. Nope, I read for the Two of Fossils, but that must have been for a reason. Okay, so there's that message there of discover what you want also. But the underlying message with Bison is celebrate the sacred in all life. Celebrate the sacred in all life. So you are either continuing to stay in a state of gratitude, you're amplifying your gratitude, or you're moving yourself into a vibration of gratitude, of love and appreciation of the planet, of strength, of abundance, of connection with your spirit and spirit in all life. And this is a very powerful energy. It can bring about new beginnings, it can bring about shifts, it can bring more abundance. It will attract money and abundance to you, make you more magnetic to them. And more than just that, it's about like your comfort and feeling grounded and safe, and like you belong on the planet and where you are, within your own body, like that you're at home. So we have prophecy, fate, destiny, and future fortune. So I think you're doing the groundwork for some future fortune here, and some may be coming in within this first week of July too. There's an element of destiny here and fate, so some things may be sort of outside of your control. It may be like the cause and effect thing, and you're feeling the effect of things that you've already done, things that have already occurred. But I feel like you're also planting seeds for the future and what's going to manifest in the future. Okay, things may feel fated. For some of you, this even could be romance, particularly with an earth sign or some sort of friendship with an earth sign, not necessarily everyone. Check in with your higher self. It's a good week to also get some additional divination or do some additional divination. Meditate, for sure. Meditations coming in is important. And I would say also, pace yourself and try not to get too ahead of yourself, because we do have that fog veiled card, and I feel like what's actually occurring for a lot of you is the fog is starting to lift. But just keep in mind that it may not fully be lifted at this time, and there may be things that you're unaware of, or that you're looking at sort of through tinted glasses, and you're not really seeing quite clearly. And I would say, any sort of negativity, you can also look at it like that, like it's fog, and it's really obscuring your perspective. Opportunities to deepen and mature in your independent spirit are highlighted here with this first week of July. So that's gorgeous energy. The 9 of Shells coming up, okay. For some particular reason, I'm extra curious about this 9 of Shells salmon card, so I feel like it may be a highlighted message for some of you. There's the sea lion, we'll read about later. 9 of Shells. Why do I keep missing it? Okay, here we go. So themes associated with this card are success, satisfaction, integration, and return to self. The underlying message is leap high and aim clear. Go for what you really want. Okay, so there is a message here from the spirit guides this week about going for what you really want. You have sort of good luck, good fortune on your side right now. And it feels like it's earned, it's fated, it's destiny, that it's your turn. It's your turn for success. So I feel like this is kind of about making the most of it, Don't give up. Keep going after what you want, right? Endurance, but remember to balance it with love and care, and that doesn't mean becoming a workaholic. You also have to take care of yourself and embrace the present moment and appreciate the present moment, right? And I read a lot out of Vigilance, so I'm not going to go back into that. Alright, so first 2 weeks of July, you're seeing this energy of success and abundance coming in. And if for some reason, if this isn't resonating with you, and that isn't your truth, try to focus on what is going well in your life, because this energy is in the cards. This energy is trying to make its way to you. Let's take a look at this, but for most of you, I think you're feeling it. Let's take a look at this third week. We had dream time, creation, gift, treasure, revelation of your own value, and nowness, the present. So you have this creative energy around you. You also may have more dreams. You may want to pay attention to your dreams, document your dreams, look them up. It's also a good week, I think, for visualization, creative visualization, thinking about what you want to do next. Maybe you receive some sort of blessings in the first 2 weeks of July, a raise in monetary abundance, like you have more money come in, or there's a new love interest, a new relationship, or it could be anything you get. But I think in the third week you may be looking at, what can I do with this? What do I want to do with this now that I have it? It's like if you get you win the lottery, it's like, okay, what am I going to do with my money? And you're dreaming these things up, just as an example here. Okay, but again, for some of you, this might be nocturnal dreams happening when you're asleep. Your spirit guides, angels, God source, your subconscious, superconscious, etc., 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 trying to communicate with you through the dream time, and there being messages here of importance. This is also a very creative energy as far as art, creative ideas coming to you, and insights that can be very beneficial. And so forth. It's just, you also had that Leo card, 5th house, and that's a creative energy too. This is I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but the 5th house technically, Scorpio does itself to house creation and creativity, but the 5th house too is about creativity. So it's a wonderful time to be creative. And then we have the Seer of Branches. Right, let's see, this is the I think it's the Knight. Is it the Knight? It's the Page. Page of Wands. So this could be representing a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Not sure if I get a good view of this card or not. There you go. And if your moon or your rising sign is one of those, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, you may want to watch the video for that sign and pay particular attention to the 3rd week, okay, because there may be some messages in there for you as well. The Spirit wants you to hear. So we have the underlying message is welcome adventure, rely on common sense. Qualities associated with this card are curious, enthusiastic, adventurous, and resourceful. Curious, adventurous, enthusiastic, and resourceful. So some of you have some adventure on your plate in this 3rd week of July, and creative energy as well, as mindfulness and appreciating the present moment. There is a message here to rely on common sense. Welcome adventure, rely on common sense. So there's no need to be afraid of the adventure that presents itself, or opportunities for adventure, but it is saying, keep your wits about you, rely on common sense. And I'm not sure if maybe some of you have something going on with your 12th house or the sign of Pisces here, because we have this Dreamtime Creation card, and I just get this feeling of like you can take it anywhere in the universe, and it could just keep going and going and going. And that's why your guides are saying rely on common sense, because you don't want to get lost out there. And so there's an element of remaining grounded while you're doing this, for sure. But really neat energies. I like it. So then we have, last but not least, the beautiful Sea Lion, 7 of Shells. Some of the themes associated with this card are imagination, creativity, daydreams, and wonder. So the 3rd and 4th week have similar energies. Okay, there's sort of a flow and continuation from the 1st to the 2nd week, and then from the 3rd to the 4th week. So the underlying message here is enjoy your dreams, but stay true to yourself. Okay, so if your heart or your inner voice is telling you to keep something to yourself for the time being, it may be a good idea to listen to that, looking at these cards. Okay, wisely, what do you really want? Your psyche, and to uncover treasure in the deep ocean of self. Some of you are choosing to spend some time in like a little bit more introverted here. I feel like you're in creative mode, and you don't want to reveal things prematurely and have them spoiled by other people's opinions, perceptions, and so on. So as long as you're taking care of yourself and listening to your inner voice, I think you're gonna ace any tests here, and you're doing really well. If there is, again, this is just a message for some of you, if there's any like gossip about you or people keeping things from you, like negativity, right, or you feel very cautious about some sort of situation, it's time to kind of look back at these cards here and for your theme, nourish your body and soul, take good care of you, rinse away that negativity rather than let it get to you if you can help it. Okay, this is about taking care of yourself, but I think most of you are just taking care of yourself by sort of being a little bit introverted, and you're sort of like having this protective energy over something that's really like new life. It's some sort of creative project, or maybe it's a new relationship. It's something that feels very vulnerable at this time, and you're simply just, protecting it from outside influence. All right. That was so much different than a lot of the message of Seven of Shells. Yeah, imagination, creativity, daydreams, and wonder. So you're also, enjoying the summer through daydreams and being in a state of wonder. It looks really beautiful. Let's check out this Moon Secrets card. So from the fairy deck, we had the Moon Secrets card show up for you. And put numbers on that card. 29, which happens to break down to master number 11. May be significant for some of you. Okay, the key word associated with this card is cycles. It says, life is all about cycles. Creation depends on cycles. The cycles that create on Earth are meshed with those that create and run the universe. We are all aware of the moon's cycles and the effects that they have upon life on Earth. From our tides to our reproductive cycles, the moon has its influence upon our lives. For certain, the universe also has many other cycles which influence us. Everything in existence is, it means circular. I don't know why I can't say it right now. Circular, in one form or another. It means, of cycles in one form or another. It could not exist. Cycles bring order to the universe and to our lives. There is a season for everything. Everything must happen in its own time. Go with the flow. A cycle forms a circle which symbolizes continuance. Oh my goodness, I'm failing at reading this to you, like I said, aren't I? A cycle forms a circle which symbolizes continuance. There we go. Keep it simple, sweetie. Of cosmic energy flow. Life never ends. The energy that animates each of us is never ending. It was in the beginning and will ever be. It can change forms, but it cannot be destroyed. Learn to know the cycles that affect you. Sense them. Pay attention and notice all the cycles around you in your life. The seed that sprouts and grows has a cycle. Day and night are part of a cycle. You breathe in and you breathe out. What all these cycles tell you is that there is order in the universe and there is order in your life. You just have to acknowledge the order and flow with it. Don't fight it. Know that when you relax into life, things begin to work more smoothly as you are no longer fighting against the universal energy patterns, but moving within them. It says celebrate life cycles today, or this month it would be, since we're reading for the month. And there's a chant, and that goes, Goddess Moon, who reflects the cycles of the universal force, help me to remember that all things have their perfect time of being, as well as their perfect time of ceasing in this realm. The great wheel of existence turns continually. Help me to remember that I am a part of that wheel and of that all that is. I am, so be it. Okay, I apologize for all my stuttering there. You have really gorgeous creative energies here. I think that a lot of you are feeling very inspired, very motivated. Your energy is a theme, so taking good care of your energy, and that thing about cycles is really key here, because when you put up resistance to the cycles, you're wasting energy. Okay, whereas if you can go with the flow, you're conserving energy, and sort of protecting your energy, and you have more of it to use for other things, for creating, for enjoying. So we also have that can come with this fire card, our behaviors, our passions. I feel like a lot of you are passionate about some sort of creative endeavor, whether you're an artist or you are a tarot reader and you're passionate about that, or whatever it is, you're creating something around your passion. Maybe it's sports. And it's an energy, fire is about activity. So you're getting out and you're being active with the summer energy here in July. Okay. But you are a water sign too, so make sure to give yourself a lot of nourishment, self-care, and honor these cycles. Don't let this fire evaporate you. Okay? It can't be all go, work. It has to be still rest, recuperation, and all of that. There's that balance here. But yeah, Scorpio, looks beautiful for you, and I hope that I'm right here with that, and that you enjoyed your reading. So I guess I'm going to wrap it up now. Take care. Be well. Sorry, last minute message from Spirit here. This rain purification card, okay, coming in. It's at the end of the month, the last week of the month, and I think for some of you here, there is a message about sort of purifying yourself and releasing sort of the energy of the month, the past month, whatever, just sort of cleansing yourself and preparing yourself for a new month with August too. It's not even like negativity, it's more of like setting down what's in your hands. I have this image coming to me of somebody walking with like a big basket full of produce in their hands. They went to the farmer's market or something, gardening, I don't know. They're in the fields, but they've got like this big basket in their arms, okay? And they're walking, and the guides, my spirit guides, are showing me that you have to put the basket down, and there's another empty basket you can grab as you walk into August to refill, in order to kind of keep what you have and gain more, If you go into August carrying this full basket, all of these energies, which, by the way, you have super fiery energies, very active energies, I feel like you're going to risk kind of burnout, and you're going to risk missing out and having your hands too full to like grab some of the opportunities that are going to come to you in August, okay? So this is just, it'll manifest for everybody differently, a little bit differently, I think, and it'll resonate differently, so there'll be different specific meanings and different details about this card, and what it means to you personally than other Scorpios, but it is a positive thing, for sure. It's a positive thing, and it's kind of a balancing of this fiery energy and a recharging with your own element that's occurring at the end of this month. And I feel like it's happening in divine timing in order to help bless you and prepare you for August. Alright, so now it's time to wrap up your video for sure. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you can listen for your sun, moon, and ascendant rising sign if you so like. If you are interested in getting a personal reading, I've narrowed them down to about 4 for the sake of simplicity for us both. But within those, there are variations. So we have like the small tableau reading. You can get a general one. You can get one on money, love, etc. So if you're interested in a personal reading, please let me know. Or also, I've been doing pick-a-pile readings and stuff for Etsy. So there's even more opportunities there. I hope you have a wonderful month and take care. Be well. Bye bye.